feels gray and slow. Got that screen fatigue, nowhere to go. Scrolling feeds the same old view, wishing for something fresh and new. Then a ping, a welcome sign. Rocket Wolf's going live tonight. Click the link, the channel loads. Time to share the daily loads. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright, chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear, banishing boredom, calm and fear. He delights and lifts us high, with wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. Maybe gameplay sharp and fast, or just a chat that's built to last. He reads the comments, sees the names, ignites community flames. If someone's down or feeling lost, he counts the gain, ignores the cost. Shares a story kind and true, words of wisdom shining through. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright, chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear, banishing boredom, calming fear. He delights and lifts us high, with wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. It's more than just watching a screen unfold. It's finding courage, brave and bold. He builds a space where folks connect, showing kindness and respect. Turns a dull night into fun, inspiring viewers one by one. With every stream he plays his part, putting encouragement in every heart. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright, chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear, banishing boredom, calming fear. He delights and lifts us high, with wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. So tune on in, don't delay. Let Rocket Wolf brighten up your day. Yeah, Rocket Wolf, keep shining on. Stream until the break of dawn, or whenever you sign on. Woo! Woo! The world outside feels gray and slow. Got that screen fatigue, nowhere to go. Scrolling feeds the same old view, wishing for something fresh and new. Then a ping, a welcome sign. Rocket Wolf's going live tonight. Click the link, the channel loads. Time to share the daily loads. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright, chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear, banishing boredom, calm
and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone, wherever you're at in the world. We are live here in the Rockwell Studios, barely, in far north Queensland, Australia, the island continent. And it is a ThrillSeeker Thursday here, as well as in the UK, Europe, and Africa. Still a Hump Day Wednesday in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Hope everyone is doing well, and thank you for the redeems, Mr. Zombie first and Miss Bandit second. And let's get a quick shout out to Miss Bandit. Yay, and it's working.
Shout out.
You're certainly
welcome.
Feeling
better today, Rocket?
Wouldn't go that far, but I decided needed to stream a little bit today, so for a few hours, if my coughing and hacking doesn't disrupt too much of it. Peanut and I are still recovering from COVID. And yeah, it's been a rough few weeks. It hit me pretty hard earlier this week. Or the weekend, starting over the weekend. Yeah, probably won't be fully recovered for a few more days yet. But I had a little more energy this morning. I thought I'd go ahead and fire up the stream and try and chill a little bit.
I'm glad to see you, but don't overdo it.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. So we started out.
While I nom.
No worries. We started out fairly chilly this morning, around 60 degrees. We're up to 67 now. Should be nice. We had a nice full-on fog this morning, but that's burned off rather quickly. And as you can see, we're only 23 days out from officially being winter. But being that Australia is so weird, they're going to call the first day of winter on the 1st of June instead of on the solstice. I don't know why, because the weather definitely doesn't fall in line with that methodology. Anyway, what were we doing? We were doing some Foundry. Let's get Foundry fired up, and let's get rid of this music. Oh my God. Exclude. Next. I have a feeling this is also going to be one of those. Yep. Next. Oh, another one. Next. Next. Yeah, because that was not my usual stuff. All right, let's get on over to our game scene as we fire up some Foundry. There we go, some normal music. All right, firing up some Foundry. And a big shout out to Mr. YOLO. Here it comes. Boy, Twitch has been acting funky. Last time we were streaming, it was doing weird stuff with the ads. I think they've been working on stuff, fixing stuff. Okay, let's get our to-do list going. Yeah, alright, so on the list is making a dedicated CPU factory, but also what we are going to do, we need to head over to Ignium. We need to head over to the Ignium. We need to get a train route going to the Ignium and replace the cargo ship. So right now we have Ignium coming in. Where do we have Ignium coming in at? Yeah, alright, we have... Oop. It is coming in from... way over here. Yep, alright, so it's coming in on a shipping pad. Cargo capacity is the same as a train. It's 2,000, or 10 slots of 200. Actually, train has got a bigger cargo slot. 16 slots. And the train's actually faster. So from here to about 670 meters this way, which is going to be right through a mountain, it looks like. Yep. There it is. And we may have to put up another steam generator, not sure. So what we're going to do is going to bring the trains over, and we are also going to surround the vein. With miners. All right, so let's get started. Yep, that's not gonna work. Also gotta fit. Also has to, the train station has to fit under here. That might be okay. And I'm just clearing this land to see how this is awfully low. Yeah, I don't think a station's gonna fit under here, but we're gonna try it. So we'll need 1H of those. We've already got an elevator and a storage. And some belts and foundation. Okay, good. Yeah, this is gonna be not low enough. Let's remove this. That will be removed. All right, let's see if the loading dock will at least fit snug up in here. Blocked by terrain or buildings. This will be a load, that's correct. Ah. South is where the base is. All right. That means... yeah, that means the train station can actually go on this side. Like that. This is ignium or mine. We might call it number 1. Like that. So the train can come in from this direction. Yeah. Hopefully we don't run into water. No. We're good. Alright, and here's the base. And we'll be bringing ignium ore to right there. Well, it's going to be dropping off right there. Now, we may have more than one train going through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a double track. Well, shoot, hold on just a second. Okay. Sorry about that little interruption. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a loop instead of a standard back and forth track. So we will head this way. That should be enough room. Eee. I love how these plow right through the mountains.
That is kind of cool, actually.
It does, yeah, it does like the mining or the borehole automatically for you. Okay, let's do a Bit of a turn here. I'm glad that goes underneath there. There it is right there. Yeah, I thought so. Not quite deep enough to go under there, so what we'll do... that will likely have removed power out at the other location. Well, we'll see. I think that's connected. This one actually doesn't need foundation all the way because it's got power pole power. So this is going to be removed because that's just kind of ridiculous. All right, that is power. Oops. Okay, that connects. All right, now we're going to be replacing that launch pad. Which means we want to... Can this go this way? It's probably sitting too low. Yeah. Well, what we can do Let's take this section out. Put that about there. That's high enough. All right, now we just want to make room for two more. I mean, a loading dock and a train station. Nice quick way to clear land. Oh, little floating turtle. Oh yeah, let's not, I think we're wide enough. Let's just take that out and see how we'll go. All right, train station first. And the loading dock. Unloading. Ugh. Still hacking my brains out. Oh, I'm one higher than I need to be. Back up. Oh. Right. I was at the height I needed to be. Oh, one more conveyor slope. Oh, that sucks. That was an oops. All right, tier 4 slope. This one is heading downward. There we go. Okay. Ignium or drop. Little turtle trying to go for a ride. All right, let's get an engine, or rather a locomotive and a wagon. One locomotive, one wagon. And we'll see what the cycle time is on each of those. Which I reckon is going to be quite a bit faster. As soon as this is 0, boom, reset. Okay. Engine. Yep, that's the right direction. Wagon. Make sure it connected. It did. Let's give it a color.
See my watch streak?
What's that?
Did you see my watch streak?
Oh, awesome. 100. I did not see that. I was probably coughing my head off. That is awesome. Thank you very much for that.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Alright, first one is the mine. Next one is the drop. Condition is wait until empty. And apply and go. Alright. Now, in order for this to actually make a difference, he's got to have something to pick up. So now that the cargo ship has nowhere to go, or the spaceship, which is now full, and we need to output that. Let's see. Oh. Not allowed. Alright, let's elevator drop this. Can't run that straight over. Let's take those out of there for right now. If I do this, yep. This will work because that'll be a continuation of that line anyway. So we'll just go around the station and drop an elevator. Right there. That'll be nice. And we'll put the top right there. Perfect. All right, a little bit of an output. Going this way. The belt going into the station. Boink, like that. And this one. This one will need an input. Right there. Perfect. This one is, I don't want to lose all the product in there. I probably am going to lose all the product in there. Alright, that's our buffer. Output. Boom. Loading. Oh, it's passing right through. Oh, that's slow. Why is that so slow? Oh, I know why. Sheesh. 1280 a minute belts. And only 640. There we go. Yep, that should fill up fairly quickly. Boy, that belt emptied rather quickly. Yeah, and it's got to be set to unload because, boom, there we go. Yeah, it loads and unloads faster, that's for sure. All right, let's see how we go here. Block. All right, 50 seconds on the clock, leaving the station. So round trip will be arriving at destination, unloading, leaving and arriving at source or origin, and then the clock will stop when it leaves again. All right, that's 1 minute already. $150. Shouldn't take more than 10 seconds to fill up. Two minutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15. 20, 25, wow, 230, 2:34. All right, 2 minutes 34 seconds round trip. All right, so this is going to need to be bigger. Let's take that out. Let's move this back a touch. Seriously. Big box. That'll work. And an input. And fill it up. That's better.
Cats have got the zoomies.
What's that?
The cats have got the zoomies.
Uh-oh. I wonder if catnip would actually counteract that.
Oh no.
They say it's like people getting high. It's getting high for cats.
Yep, and pretty much every cat reacts slightly differently to it.
Yeah. I wonder if you might experiment with that, see if that mellows them out. Because it seems like they got huge bursts of energy.
Yeah, a couple times a day. You have a zoomie in the morning and a zoomie after dinner.
All right,
They usually don't bother me in bed, though. So.
I think what we're going to do, because that can be... I think we can increase that speed a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll upgrade the elevator to a tier 4. I'll put 2 inputs and 2 outputs on it. And see if we can't... get 2 belts. Let's take that one out. That should work. Yeah. Let's see what this does. Alright, and upgrade. Boom. That definitely fills both belts. It's definitely filling the station faster. Oh yeah, that fills the train much faster. All right, that'll reduce the cycle time. So that was at 10 seconds after the minute. on. We've got 5, 10, 15, 16. As long as we've got 16 full slots. Actually, as long as the station gets filled up before the train gets back here, that'll be even better. It's gonna do it. I reckon. S12. 13. 14. 15 and 16. That'll stop the belts. And now this one will continue to fill. That's 15. And 16 slots. Okay. So, loading dock full. Buffer full. That's excellent. Okay. Magnesium powder is full, which is fine. The ignium ore is on the belt. That's good. Pull up over here. That's good. Buffer is full there. Oh, sorry about that. Hack attack. Okay, there we go. 48% still full. That's what we want. Okay, so. Yay. Ooh. Glad that didn't impede our train. All right, so that takes care of the ignium run. We no longer need this. Yay! We are definitely freeing up space now. And now we can eliminate this one. Put a splitter in. Boom. And we no longer need the elevator. Excellent. Which means I'm not sure why we need that buffer. Incoming ore splits the power. The turbine continues on in toward the base, some of it making a blend, and the rest of it going to make ignium powder. Yay! Okie dokie. So that freed up a little bit of space. Right there. And this guy, that's fluid, that's fine. This guy, that's fluid, that's fine. This one, that's our coked ignium. Yay. Okay. Now, that's basically what we're going to do with all the ore sites. So, olemite reservoirs, toluxite, technum, but we're going to be doing that with the deep mines like Xeno Deep, toluxite deep, that one right there, the mineral rock, so that every infinite mine, which is these deep mines, will have a loop to the base, or they'll also have the possibility of going to an alternate factory that we're going to be setting up to do the actual robots instead of the bots. Speaking of the bots, I don't see any jammed trains, so those are going really well. Let's take a look. Oops. Oh, all right. Improvement. Yay. All right, what's our finances looking like? So consistently we're hitting around 930,000 Thermalite a day, 938, 941. All right, so about 941 per day, which is great. No debt, no external storage fees, and the only expense is ship fuel. That's the only expense, ship fuel, that we have to worry about. Let's take a look at our sales chart. About 964,000 Thermalite a day. 940 is our profit. We had a little dip here we fixed back 7 days ago. That was the transport drones. All the other ones are rock solid, straight across the board up to today. Yay! And that's with, oh, that's 130 million in the bank. Oh, our cap is 140 million. So we'll have to expand that. Oh, what was this? I am a galactic foundry. Yay. Let's see, what do we got? Cargo bay capacities. We've still got 20 hangars available. I'm not sure what the 9 is here, it doesn't say. But it matches components and raw materials. Cargo bay. Storage. Cargo bay. We've got we could do that. At least that'll get us to the infinite expansion. Oops. Construction drone bay. That's an infinite. Solar panels. That's an infinite. We've got 255 megawatts on hand. Reactors can also be as an infinite. Those are already on the infinite. Docking facilities. Oh. We've got all of those. No more upgrades to that. Workshop, sales platforms is bulked out already. 2 upgrades available. So that one and then that one. That's an infinite already. Antenna power is for the galactic view, which we've got plenty of that. Communication center. That's for office space for contracts. Alright, we've expanded everything we can to get to either zero more or the infinites except for cargo bay. Marketing office is just for licenses to sell these things. I'm not too hip on selling my resources just yet. Alright, factories are not red. That's a good thing. Alright, let's take a look at some of our crazy stuff. Yep, this is our Olamites. These three, I don't mind them being kind of piped together since it's right there at the base. Oh, hold on. We haven't even tapped into this one. Where's it at? Can I scan for that? Yep, there it is. Okay, that's the top center right there. Let's do this. Should be right on top of the Olamite. Yep, I'd say that's right on top. Sorry, I was just looking at something. We don't have an ad timer.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed.
How long has it been? When was our last ad?
Be about 20 minutes from now, I think.
9:04 was our last ad. What? What did Twitch do? 9:07, the bot said the ads were over. 10:07 would have been an hour. and it's 10:20. Okay. Need to take a look at that in Twitch and see what the hell's going on. Where are ads set at? Not analytics, community. Nope. Content. Nope. Monetization, ads, there it is. Ads are automatically scheduled, right? I don't see anything that's changed. What the heck? Mr. Hunter, good evening. How are you, sir? I don't know what's going on with the ads manager, but trying to adjust after an extra day off? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to recover from COVID. Peanut and I both are struggling to get over it. Not too bad. It's just a whole lot of coughing, which I don't like. My stomach muscles have had a workout. Chest muscles. Other than that, I mean, we can't smell or taste anything. Alright, so I just don't see what's going on. Alright, now we have an ad starting soon, which is better. No, we're on the downside now. We've had COVID probably for 2 weeks now. Peanut's probably had it longer than I have. Oh, there it goes. All right then. Let's have ourselves a little bit of an ad break to hydrate and all that good stuff. We'll be right back. Hang in there. Okay, we are back, and you guys are back. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Thank you. All right, hopefully the ads thing is fixed. Okay, there's our Olamites. The untapped Olamite, which can be actually piped right into that one. Sweet. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're going to come back to that because that's... Olamite's not an issue right now. Let's just put a marker. That'll work. That's the center. Okay. All right, so we've got ignium coming in, and what we want is to also change over the xenoferrite and the technum to trains. Right now we have loading docks bringing them in. The loading docks really don't have... That's mineral. And that's the... That's ignium. Oh, right, for the pure to make coke, which feeds the monster. That means down here, that's the technum coming in. Yay! There's our technum. And that will be our Xeno. Yep. All right, eventually these are going to be changed over to train stations, which will be that big blue square and that big blue square. And this one sits right above our crystal. Now, this one's off because the buffer just kept filling up. Which we've got plenty of. And we weren't using it for anything because we've done all of our analysis already. Every single one of our upgrades are upgraded. That was a short, useful need for Xeno. What are they called? Scraps. Xeno scraps. Pretty sure these buildings don't use Xeno scraps. Nope, these use Xeno crystal and charged Xeno crystal. Which only use Xeno crystals, no scrap metals. What did the Xeno scrap turn into? Can't remember. Oh, that's right. All right, advanced. Yep, we'll take a stack of those. Take some electronics. That's what the scrap was doing, is turning it into normal recipe products. Right, scraps to make xenologistics. Good evening, Digital Nomad. How are you doing, mate? And thank you, Mr. Hunter. Yeah, so since we've got everything researched, we really don't have any need for Xeno scraps anymore, other than to turn them back into raw components, which are all basically first level components. So far we've only seen advanced electronics and normal electronics. What's the tools under Xeno Power Core? There's nothing. Tools. This one right here. This is just a, unlocks the ability to make Xeno Power Cores. So I don't have to go hunt for those anymore. I can manufacture them if I want. Nope, it takes super alloy, rubber, and charged Xeno crystals. It looks like this. I'll show you real quick. So it's these two buildings right here. These make the charged Xeno crystals. Hang on. So the charged Xeno crystals will take regular Xeno crystals, energy, and ignium, and then to make the charged right here, takes a crystal refiner. And it's a 1-to-1, so 40 super alloy, 40 scraps, 40 charged, and 40 rubber makes 40 Xeno Power Cores. What does that crystal refiner look like? It is... That's one of these. It's one of these bad boys. So you can either make charged Xeno crystals, or you can make Xeno power cores. Yeah. Thing is, these are really easy to find out in the wild, and the workstations only take one. So unless you got a bunch of these workstations with bots in them, then you can just grab a handful of these in the caves where you're at and plop one in. Oops. I didn't mean to erase that recipe. That means I've got a bunch of those. Shoot. Put those back in. But there you go. I think I've got a few. I've got a few on hand right now. I've got 8. I've still got 8 on hand. But I mean, I could go in, and when I come across a Xeno power core, I could just grab it off the ground or out of the cave. Okay, now. Alright, let's change that marker. Alright, let's go take a look at our Xeno. I think that Xeno is untapped at the moment, unless that's the one with a cargo ship on it. I don't think that's our cargo ship. I don't see a... No, I don't see a fracking platform. Must be coming from over there. Let's go check our Technum. I think this is a future also, which is why it's got a 15 next to it. Yeah, this is right underneath the bot factory. I'm not sure if our tower is going to fit under here or not. That platform's pretty low. It just misses. The actual center is where the tower's going to fit. That's about where the tower is going to sit. That should just miss our platform. That platform I can adjust if I need to. Yeah, it does have a qualifying footprint. But it's pretty wide. Come on, Rocket, where's your fracking towers at? Can't find my fracking towers. Can't find the fracking towers. Oh, modular building? Yeah. Right there. I might have one at base. You know what? Let's just do one so I can see. Yeah. All right, let's try this. I wish there was a fast way. I wish there was a fast way to get rid of vegetation at a decent distance. Yep. That's what I normally do too. All right, so that'll be our proposed. Fracking tower. And then, of course, we should be able to make the tower tall enough without interfering. That'll be fine. So what is the other... The first set is pretty close at 95. Elevation 95. We got 2 at 95, 3 at 95. So that's not too bad at all. Luxite. Xeno. And this is our Technum. That'll be railed. We're getting Xeno and Technum from somewhere else. Not there. That's only got 10 drill points on it. Oh, I bet it's right here. No. That's Toluxite. Oh, hang on. Ah. Technomore Xeno ore. Oh, I bet they're both coming from right there. I'll be able to... Alright, so we better check to see what our... Of course, we've also got Xeno right there. I wonder if that's feeding our blast furnaces. These two are the blast furnaces. No, Technum, they're coming from right here. Here's Technum. Here's Xeno. That's quite a... This one was much closer. But it was deeper at 63 meters. This one's small. 16 by 16. This one's 22 by 24. 18 by 18. 20 by 16. Which is the same as 18 by 18. It's just 20 by 24. We need to go here to see if these are tied in. Yeah, we better go check and see what's up with that. See, we don't have any warnings when a small ore vein is depleted. I need to set up some of this electronics down here. So data cable system is really useful. That's our Tluxite. Our Tluxite is trained in. That's this bad boy right here. Alright, what do we got here? Yep, alright, so Technum is in operation. Ew. Let's see if we can tell. This stupid device right here only tells you per block. It doesn't tell you. So there's 2,574 in this block. There's 23 and 58 in that block. 2746 in that. It doesn't tell you the total of what's left in this deposit. Yeah, the data cables can alert you. Yeah, absolutely. So, have you ever played Factorio? Oh, there it is. 2 million. 2,000,006. All right, 2,000,006. That's got a ways to go, especially with the efficiency. What are we at? We're at mining efficiency 10. Yeah, so having the data cable system, you've got the cables, you've got the evaluator, you've got a memory cell, you've got a processor, the data source itself, you've got buttons and levers. And these are very versatile. You can set these up to do all kinds of data analysis, control, and switching, including sensing whether there's anything on the belt right there. You can sense if there's any product in storage boxes. You can have, you can turn machines on and off automatically. All kinds of cool stuff, just like in Factorio. Very handy. I haven't done anything here in Foundry yet. Oh wow, hang on. Right, 2.5 million Technum and Xeno. This is Ignium. Okay, so we're tapping an Ignium down here. Which looks to be almost flooded. See, this one's almost empty. Not quite 500,000. Which is fine. This platform's being fed by two different... Nope, it's only being fed by that one source. This one is being fed Xeno from way over here. Done a little with turning train stations off when they are full, so trains don't waste time going to that stop. Well, you can do that without the data systems also. You don't need the data systems. Well, you'd have to babysit it if you did it manually. But yeah, if it's full, you just disable it. But use the data if you don't want to babysit it. Just let it do it itself. Yeah, that's right. That's good. Two good examples. Oh my God, 7 million here. Oh, sorry about that. I guess I had my mute button in the wrong position. Sorry about that. I shouldn't even be streaming today. I'm just still too sick, I reckon. Turn my cam off so you guys don't have to watch me hacking up a lung. Yeah, those are two fine examples, Nomad, for using the data cables to turn on and off trains. Train stations. Oh. Yeah. How big is this one? 12 drill points. Got a train right there, but this cargo's going all the way. Actually, This is the ThrillSeeker train. That's a loop, so it wouldn't actually be an issue. I could actually tap into... I could actually run a train for all of this until this Xeno ore is depleted, and then switch over to here. Train can enter on this leg right here and come straight back out on that leg right there. That's one blast furnace. That's another. This is the cargo drop. Right beneath that rail coming back. That could turn out nicely. Just continue this rail straight on over. How deep is that one? 105. That's 100% underwater. But that's all right, depending on how deep the water goes. I can just go underground and tap into that when this one's done. Run rail straight out here, pick up, come over, pick up, come back, cut into the loop, and do a drop for both of them right there, and go back. Just one nice clean loop. That would be pretty awesome.
Sounds pretty reasonable.
Yep, and you know what? I could even dedicate the rails so that there's no conflict. I could have any number of trains just hauling Technum. One so far, one wagon is doing really good transfer speed times. Just run a loop right here to Technum and right back in to drop off Technum, and then just run a loop out here to the Xeno. Which one is on? Which one is this one here? This is probably... This is Technum, because Technum makes the plates. Xeno makes the rods. That's the Technum drop. Alright, let's double check that. Alright, first of all, let us look at yeah, alright. So that's 117. And that's at 106. Alright. So it's about 11 more blocks down. I got miners down there. I can see them. Yeah, that's the ignium ore. Okay. That's those guys. Yeah, so this is only 11 blocks down from here. Which means we don't have to worry about flooding it if we get down to it. That's cool. That's gonna work. Alright, let's go check out and see what the deal is. Train. Oh, Bandit, thank you very much for the feel better Tiggle Bitties. That's a spin of the wheel. That's a big support right there. Free spin. Oh, hang on. Hang on just a second. Pretty sure This one right here. Ah, Xeno. Alright, Xeno is plate, Technum. Yeah, Technum is rods. Alright, so... That's Xeno, that's Technum. Well, that still could work out. Still could work out. Alright, a free spin of the wheel, as well as 5 free spins, or 5 free casts in our fishing game. Let's get on up to, let's get to the Wheel of Misfortune. There it goes. Okay, Bandit, when you're ready to spin, you just say when to spin.
Spin.
And good luck. Let me just double check, see what you've got in the bank already. Let's see.
I shouldn't have anything left in
Yep.
there.
Looks like the last thing was a gift sub. Oh, we get a stretch.
Yankee,
Well, thank you very much
stretch.
for the support. I appreciate it. 100%. All right, and I'm going to get a big stretch. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, my old bones, they need that kind of thing. Actually, I wouldn't mind a full body massager. Because I tell you what, my shoulders and my back. Whee! Oh, okie dokie. Right, so I had those mixed up, Xeno and Technum, but that's all right. You know what? I'm kind of curious about something. Let's see how Spectre is doing today, if he's awake and ready. We haven't put Spectre to the we haven't that's our digital butler. All right, let's refine that. There, that might help. Oh, it's fictional. Okay. Well, ferrite we know is iron. So I guess green is copper, so blue could be aluminum. I don't know. Interestingly enough, where is it? Right here. These rods don't say what kind of rods they are. Steel is a combination of iron and technum. But ferrite plates are iron plates. You would think the rods would be iron rods, but they're not. Technum could be titanium, but you can't mix iron and titanium and make steel. Oh, well. Sing it, Richie. Okay. So we will replace that cargo dock and that cargo dock eventually. And just underneath the platform, the rail system will be delivering the raw ore to that side and to that side. So far,
I think I'm gonna head off. I've been dozing off for the last probably 40 minutes.
no worries. Yep, that's a good sign. Ready for
You
sleep.
feel better. Take good care of yourself. Get lots
Thank
of rest,
you.
lots of fluids.
Yeah, indeed. We'll keep on that for probably another week straight, but thank you very much. And have a great rest yourself. Sounds like you're ready for one.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. My sleep schedule is pretty wonked out. But take care and I'll see ya.
Thank you for the support. Cheers. Okay, so far since the beginning of this save, we've gotten away with a single belt of pure technum to feed the monster. We don't have a powered building on that side. This is the only side that's powered. Yeah, grid status. Thank you for the alert, Bandit. Oh, is it the ferrite with the ignium to make steel? Okay. Technum is used for wire and technology. Yeah, it seems like it's related to copper, but copper ore is green. I wonder... Hang on a second. Oh, I accidentally got that elevated a little bit. These are such cool looking structures. It's too bad they don't have... Hang on a second. There's no electrical connection on the cargo, is there? That's strictly a powered floor issue. Yep, that's powered floor. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I know I've got power right there. Select site is used for CPUs. Yeah, silicon graphite, yeah. That one was a pretty cool idea. I'll bet that binding box is not going to be... Let me try something here. Let's take a look at... Well, it's pretty close to those rails. It looks semi-attached. Hmm. Hmm. Whoa. Alright, this side does not need power, so it's fine. This one has power, so it's fine. And this floor is connected, so it's fine. These are eventually going to be supported by our brand new decorative neon tube structures. I can't wait to do these. I'm so close to getting ready to do that. So we've got our main buildings in place. Platforms just need supports. Let's make sure our... So I was removing the obstructed view of the sun to the back end of the solar panel farm. That looks pretty unobstructed to me. So this is worried about Foundry, so it's not really the sun. The star of the planet rises in the south and shines to the north. It's a south to north, rise in the south, set in the north. Shouldn't be casting any shadow. It's not full output, but it is receiving sun, so that's fine. Even though the very edge, these should be identical, 220s, 220s. Yep. So as soon as these become eligible at 15 degrees azimuth, they should be getting it. Oh, no worries, Nomad. Thanks for coming by, mate. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your evening or afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. That'll get the majority of it. If I ever need to expand it, I've got the room and it's an unobstructed view. So that's where we're going with that. Yeah, okay. All right. Ignium done. That Xeno Deep out there. This one we might... That's 18. That's 12. Really, 12 is probably all we need. 12 drill points, and that's fairly close. And that one's 18. These two could be tied together so easily. I think we're going to do that. Let's not worry about the Technum. Well, that's Technum. Let's not worry about the Xeno right here. This one is much better. Much more convenient. And that's just to feed this base. You know, see, that's the thing. We're only utilizing a single belt. We're bringing in a single belt of ore. And it's doing just fine. That's our Xeno, that's our Technum. And that's ads. Okay. All right, we're facing north. The star is setting in the north. We'll be right back. Hang in there. Get a good stretch and a bio on what you need. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging in there during the once an hour ad break. All right, so let's take a look at the Technum belting. we've already got an elevator, which is perfect. And we do have it being trained in, so that's being trained in from this location right here. So it's coming in this way. So we could take this one or this Technum and bring it right to this loop. If we bring it in on this side and loop it this way, yeah. The only thing is, I don't got a lot of room to do that. It's a shame these loops are so fat. That's the minimum smallest loop we can make. If we came in underneath it, we don't have much room above the steel smelters. Don't have any real room to go above it either. Wedged in here pretty good. But it does need to get turned around. This one is a loop. East to Luxite, so that's dedicated to Luxite. I could come in underneath the research. But I still can't loop around in time to get back on the main rail. Plus it's a bi-directional. Oof. Yeah, that's I mean, I could move this loop. No, I wouldn't be able to move very far, that's for sure. Yeah, well, making that bi-directional sucks. Here's what I could do. That's not the smallest loop. Oh, yeah, it is. Curve and a curve. game because I can't join it. They have to be at least 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have to be 4. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. One, two, three. Oh, for crying out loud. Four. So 1, 2. What if that was a little lower? It'd still be right to there. Yep, that's got clearance all the way around. Even lower. No, hang on. It makes it underneath that belt. What the heck? The rail fits under here. Why doesn't it fit under here? Since they're raised up higher than that belt. And they fit under here. Hold Alt. Oh, what is this? That's new. I didn't know you could snap that to the target. So it'll actually make hold on. Still doesn't do it. It's up one level. I see what it did. Huh. Why can't I get under there? Why is that red? Pipe is out of the way. That belt's out of the way. There's only one way to do this. So I moved it one track over, and yet there it goes. Now it's connected. Now, in order to make that work, there we go. There's only one train coming this way, which is bi-directional. If it gets into that segment, then that train will stop before it. Yep. Wow, he just zoomed right through. Oops, that's the wrong signal for one thing. Well, he shouldn't have zoomed through, but That's the blue, red, and rust. All right, blue, red, and rust. Rust is all we're going to worry about. That's blue, that's rust. Yeah. All I gotta do is clear that platform just to make sure. It's in that space. Just clips. Just over the edge. That gives it plenty of space to clear it. Okay. Shoot, am I on the wrong track? No, it's right here. Loops around, comes straight out. Wow, I only need to move over one rail. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's do this. I only have to move over one rail to be in line. Let's mark it. Hmm. I didn't check to see if I was going to run into any physical structures. Ah, still missed it by one. Oh, into stream. Okay. That loop connects them. Yep. No, 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 not right there. Really? That's no good? That's no good either. Alright, this is going to be tricky. This one turns into two-way. That's correct. He zoomed right on through again. Yep, that one stays two-way. Just don't want them to collide right here. There we go. That's better. Okay. That works. That's all connected now. So we'll get another train on there going to the pickup. All right, we got to get out of here. Because we're at the end of the stream. All right, let's get our eyes set on. Oh. Let's get our eyes set on who we're going to raid out to. Ah, there's a good one. Let's go raid Hannah. Let's go raid Hannah. There's our raiding tools. All right, there we go. Thanks everybody for coming by, sticking through a stream with Sicko Me. Thanks for Mass Banner for the huge support. 100 Tigo biddies. And also reached a 100 stream streak. And redeemed for a second in stream. Thank you very much for that. Zombie Roni in with the first in stream. And Taggerteen, thank you very much for the follow. And howdy, Dova. Thanks to Dova for popping in. We're getting ready to raid out, mate. We're going to go raid Hannah. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, and maybe hang in there for the raid part anyway if you don't end up... Oops, if you don't end up hanging around in Hannah's stream, that's quite all right. All right then, yeah, so I'm going to go do a little bit more recovery out of this dang COVID business. And then we'll see you guys tomorrow's stream, which is my TGI Friday. Will be the end of your ThrillSeeker Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and go get the official thank yous over on the next scene. Thanks again, everybody, for the support. I appreciate it. I know it was a challenge, but you made it through. You suffered through. And hoping tomorrow will be a much better day for me. All right, then, let's head on over to our official thank yous. Over here on this scene right here. As our raid loads up. Oh, a little bit of conflicting music there. Yep, our raid is loading up, so that'll be happening in only a few moments. Hang in there for that. I'm the Rocket Wolf, still recovering live in the Rocket Wolf Studios. Stand by for the raid. We'll see you next time. Cheers